Let's get you now a live tracker of Cyclone Biparjoy. 48 hours, it will make landfall. Here's the movement of the storm that we're tracking right now. You can see here that the eye of the storm is far away right now from the coast. It's going to take another 48 hours for this to really move into the land, into hitting the top of Gujarat, North Gujarat, as well as into Pakistan. Now, what the Met Department has said is that the movement of the cyclone itself has considerably slowed down. So they're saying that June 15th is when it will make landfall. And let me show that to you as well, what the path looks like right now in the coming hours, how it's going to be moving forward. This right here is the path of the cyclone that I'm showing you. It's going to be moving, slightly curving up there and hitting right here at this part of Gujarat. Saurashtra Kutch region is going to feel the maximum impact of the cyclone, and you can see as it moves closer and closer towards land, the eye of the storm starts weakening. But it's when this particular part of the system hits right there that you'll see the maximum brunt, which is expected on Thursday at 11 a.m. And then as it keeps moving forward, it'll keep weakening, the system will weaken, and then you can expect that the rainfall reduces. But right up here, when it hits on 15th, the impact of the storm will be felt at the maximum, with wind speeds reaching 190 kilometers per hour. Let me open this up, bring in our reporters on the ground who've been getting us every update that's coming in on the impact of the cyclone so far. Brajesh Doshi is joining us live from Dwarka in Gujarat. We have Ashutosh joining us live from Gujarat as well. And we have Dev Kotak, who's joining us from the Gateway of India in Mumbai, because Mumbai too is feeling right now the impact of the cyclone. Brajesh, if I can come across to you first, you've been reporting for the last 2 days for us on the impact of the cyclone. 2 days to go for landfall, but I hear already there's been heavy rains, wind speeds have been picking up.
Yeah, actually, the rainfall has started, and from the last night here. Right now, I'm at the Jakhau Port, which is extremely right to the Dwarka, and here is the preparation going on by the Indian Coast Guard. Minister of State Home Harsh Sanghvi is visiting the Coast Guard station and Coast Guard jetty. So they are reviewing the preparations done by the Indian Coast Guard. So if there will be any kind of situation occur where cyclone may hit or cyclone may pass through Okha or Dwarka, so Indian Coast Guard is ready for any kind of rescue operation. Every possible steps has been taken by the government of Gujarat and Union government. By the video conference, Union Home Minister Amit Shah has already advised all the authorities to take the necessary steps to avoid any kind of casualties. The motto is that there will be very less or minimize casualties done because of this cyclone. Next 24 to 40 hours are the crucial for the Gujarat coastal areas. Dwarka the cyclone may pass through Dwarka, and it will stay away from the Dwarka around 100 to 150 kilometers. It will reach to on 15th June to Kachchh and Kachchh Jakhau Port. So right now this is the Jakhau Port. Heavy wind is going on, but the sea is very calm and silent right now.
Okay.
But the situation may increase. Or,
you know, it's the calm before the storm in the seas. It's going to get very choppy, which is why there have been multiple advisories and warnings saying the public must not venture anywhere close to beaches right now. Ashutosh is also joining us live right now from Mandavi in Gujarat. Ashutosh, good evening. Take us through what you see around you. It's great to see that, you know, it's nearly 72 hours before the cyclone itself. You had all the authorities out there on the ground ensuring all precautionary steps are taken in preparation for the cyclone.
You know, the state, Akshita, was quite prepared, and having known that just 3 years ago there was a similar cyclonic situation in the western part, particularly in the area of Junagadh, Jamnagar and Porbandar, Dwarka, which was worse affected even then. But this time the extensive, because as it is expected, the wind speed could be even up to 135 km per hour. So that potentially will bring really, you know, tragic images. So what I see here, indeed not really very much rough sea, but clearly this is what you see in the Mandavi, the creeks and the opening of that, you see the ocean part. So all these fishermen have been advised to just go around. It's been 3 days, there is no activities that's taking place as far as fishermen communities are concerned. From the administration, including the NDRF, SDRF, every preparation is being done. Probably tomorrow afternoon there will be electricity supply disrupted, and that is too, of course, when there are high wind speed, that will potentially cause further disruption. So all these preventive measures taking place. Those people evacuated from the low-lying areas have been taken to the safer places. But as the eye of the storm getting closer, it is likely to bring literally havoc, having known that this Jakhau region and this Mandavi, this closer part of Mundra, Jakhau, Mandavi, which becomes close, very close in proximity of the eye of that storm. So this is where, it is expected to create more havoc. However, indeed, all these administrative preparations being done. We have already shown the report that how the center is taking, minute by minute updates. State is engaged in all these machinery, be the NDRF or the state machineries. So all since the precautionary measure being taken and it is learned from the previous experiences, one could really anticipate and one pray that there will be probably lesser damage to the public properties. Of course, since the people have already been evacuated, but even at the moment we speak, in the low-lying areas, the announcements are from the civic agencies being made, appealing people to go to the safer places, and those arrangements have made. So yes, when we will see the pre-impact of the cyclone that is likely to begin from tomorrow. Since this morning there have been torrential rainfalls, the wind speed is quite above the normal at the moment.
Yeah. We can see that in your frame as well. Just let's take this across also to Dev Kotak, who's joining us live from Mumbai, because Dev, there's also an alert issued for the state of Maharashtra, particularly for the city of Mumbai. Has there been any impact of the cyclone felt so far, and how bad is it going to get when the cyclone really makes landfall in Mumbai?
Well, yes, as far as Mumbai is concerned, first let me tell you that the cyclone is not going to make a massive impact now, because it has further advanced into the Arabian Sea and is on its way to Gujarat and further up towards Pakistan post that. But however, a strong gusts of wind were felt, and yesterday certain shanties, their rooftops were also blown apart. So which is why IMD also said that have a sturdy house material that you can use in its building or construction that doesn't get easily blown away or swept away. In fact, as speaking of the impact, despite the government advisory for young boys, rather teenagers, drowned at the Juhu beach when they were out on a picnic. In fact, their dead bodies were retrieved by around afternoon today. So you can really gauge the intensity of the impact. These boys, they were in fact even warned by the lifeguard to not venture in, and they ignored all the warnings. Despite that, they went. The 5 of them got pulled away in just one wave itself, being dragged for almost about half a kilometer into the sea. However, one was saved just in time. A fisherman jumped in. So you can really imagine and understand the intensity.
And that's why it's important. That's why it's important to really follow the advisories and the alerts issued by authorities, warning everyone to stay away from beaches right now amid the high waves, the high tides that have been reported. Our prayers, of course, and hopes that there will be the rescue of those 2 others, but looks at this point very, very faint.